Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Midweek Sports on Benue Television. I am Louise Machuchu. Do you need introduction on the program as well?
Well, Louise Machuchu, thank you and good afternoon, viewers.
Okay, he is Mr. Thomas Shield, a very great sports pundit that has always been here doing justice to this program. You're once again welcome to the program.
Thank you, Machuchu.
Okay, how was the week for you?
Well, it's always a week moving very fine. With God, everything is possible.
But you said everything moving fine. Hope you remember your Manchester United lost this week.
Well, it's just the start of a season, so it's nothing yet to point at.
Okay, let's get business football talking. This is just the important aspect of business football. You know, football is business, and when it comes to business, we deal with the business aspect of it. Now we have Kylian Mbappe finally unveiled at Real Madrid, his dream club. We have Lenny to Manchester United. But let's look at Kylian Mbappe's unveiling at Madrid. What do you really have to say for the lad who has always wished to be a Madrista, and finally he is a Madrista?
It's always a dream come true for Mbappe, for a dream that he has nurtured for so many years come to reality yesterday. Was something so much that he'll have never dreamed of, but here it is as a reality.
What is so spectacular about Madrid that every player wants to be at Madrid? What is so spectacular about Madrid?
The tradition, the culture, everything is so unique. This is a club that everything works perfectly well for them, because the backroom staff, let's come from the backroom staff, from the owner and the main business. When it comes to business football, this is where you get the real business.
Mbappe actually signed for Madrid at the age of 25, while his idol Cristiano Ronaldo did sign in 2009 at the age of 24. The spectacular moments for the both, and similarities from both these, you could see that Cristiano Ronaldo first day at Madrid actually ended at number 9. Kylian Mbappe is coming with a number 9 as well. Cristiano Ronaldo was unveiled in July, and Mbappe is also unveiled in July. So, looking at the two, do you see Mbappe actually matching Cristiano Ronaldo's record at Madrid?
For now, let us not just point over to that aspect. Let's just wish the lead a very good stay in Madrid. Because if you want to point at the records of him matching Ronaldo's record, I don't think this will be possible. Because it's
which of Ronaldo's record at Madrid will it be impossible for Mbappe? Is it his personal record or club achievement in Madrid? Because if you look at Ronaldo's achievement as a player in Madrid, he actually scored 451 goals in Madrid. But going by the trophies, Ronaldo won 4 Champions League.
Yes.
He won 2 La Liga trophies.
Yes.
From the period of 290 when he left Madrid.
Yes.
So two La Liga trophies. I think it's a record Mbappe can actually match.
Yes,
winning 2 La Liga trophies.
With the trophies, La Liga trophies.
He has a total number of 15 trophies.
Yes,
in Madrid.
So
and you're saying Mbappe cannot match the record. So which of the records? Let's be explicit here. Is it the personal records as to his Ballon d'Ors winning, his best players winning, and probably the goal numbers?
Let's check the age. First of all, the age factor plays a lot.
It is just a year difference.
Yes, a year difference.
Yes.
A year difference means so much. If someone is your senior with a day, it's something that matters so much. It's different. So now let's go to these years of him coming in. Ronaldo came at 24, while Mbappe came at 25. Ronaldo spent how many seasons with? It's probably he was in Rio 29 to 17, 18 thereabouts.
Okay.
Yes. And so now, during this period, it's 10 years.
Yeah, if you look
It's
at
10 years. It's a decade. So can Mbappe last up to a decade at Real?
it's not.
So let's see if he is able to
Let's
last
not
up
talk
to a
of
decade.
his
Now
longevity. You understand? You say Mbappe. You said Mbappe cannot match Cristiano Ronaldo's record.
Yes.
We are not comparing the two. And you said the difference is in the age. But if you look at Ronaldo and Messi, Messi has been able to match Ronaldo's records. You understand? They are both different age.
Yes.
Ronaldo is older than Messi. That same year difference we are talking about Mbappe. Mbappe is matching in at 25. And now if you look at the team of Madrid, the team structure of Madrid with the likes of Vinicius, with the likes of Jude Bellingham in their prime, it's even possible that Mbappe can actually be able to match that record.
Yes, it's possible. I said let us not go deeply into that aspect.
Ronaldo total trophy is 15.
15 years.
And now if should Mbappe win 4 Champions League, that is back to back. Should Mbappe win?
Yes.
And he wins the league back to back 4 times, and he wins the Super Cups and the Copa del Rey as we anticipate, he should be able to match that record.
When Ronaldo was there, it was all about Ronaldo. The team was, everybody was looking to link up with Ronaldo. Now with Birmingham, Vinicius, everybody wants to take the glory. So can these three try to work as a team, or would they want to play individual football?
I want to also remind you that Barcelona actually play the kind of football we usually call the three wise men.
Yes.
The likes of Leo Messi, Neymar, and they had Suarez there.
Yes.
So it now bounces back to teamwork. Though even in a family where you have twins, there is actually one that contributes most to the table. So even if they are working together as a team, you know, Madrid from yesterday's signing, you will understand that the center of attention has actually been pushed to Kylian Mbappe.
Yes.
And now he's coming from PSG. He's not coming in as, he's coming in as a big shot.
He's coming as a star and not a player who will be developed. Rather, he has been developed.
He has been developed and he's coming in. But looking at still on the Mbappe, do you see Madrid's this Mbappe move becoming the hazard of Chelsea?
No, I don't see it as a hazard of Hazard when he left from Chelsea to Real. But I see this dream, I see this move as a reality for Mbappe and for Real too, because it will not be like Hazard who came and lost out due to fitness and everything. This young man has been doing possibly everything right for himself.
Okay.
He is not someone who, yes, he has the fame with the media.
Okay.
But he is not carried away with the media.
You know,
so Real Madrid has a lot of media hype.
Madrid has a lot of media hype.
Yes, which that's what killed Hazard. He forget about him working hard.
No. When you said that is what killed Hazard, I would tend to disagree, because there is something. If we are talking about something, if we are praising something unjustly, it's a different case. That when Hazard actually arrived at Madrid, you understand, there were so much expectations from Hazard. What killed Hazard at Madrid was injury, and this kind of low self-esteem.
That's the media.
It was as if I am not sure I'm going
That's
to make
the media.
It wasn't. The media doesn't play to football.
The media doesn't play, but they play a very vital role.
They play a vital role in promoting it. If Hazard's performances on the pitch were not up to what they were saying, we would have said the media overhyped Hazard. But if you look at it, Hazard came to Madrid, and what actually pulled Hazard out was injury. Go back and check.
It was, but what happened after? Was he able to bounce back? Because he was hyped. So now, being hyped to that point, going down, he never thought of, wow, I have been rated to a certain level. Can I still go back to that fame? No. So it now weighed him down. Okay. It weighed him down. It weighed him down spiritually and physically, because he could not match to what he was hyped up to. That brought him down.
Okay, funny comments from somebody here who is following up. He said that stop comparing Mbappe with Cristiano Ronaldo. The boy also know why he chose him as his idol. So, but sometimes they said the joy of every teacher or the joy of every father is my son or my student should be better than me. So I think Cristiano Ronaldo will take it in good faith that someday Mbappe should be able to match his record at Madrid.
That's always good to have a idol or to have a mentor who you look up to achieve his record. So I wish the young man success at Real so that he can be able to break Ronaldo's record at Real Madrid, because this young man have think about playing outside his own comfort zone,
Yeah.
which is PSG.
Okay.
So for him to think of playing outside his own comfort zone to head to somewhere, a new phase of life, I wish him all the very best.
Okay, now Mbappe will be paired alongside Jude Bellingham and Vinicius Junior. Is just going to be a fierce Madrid for everybody that is going to be meeting Madrid this season. We have a Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, and in the Champions League, it's just going to be fun. Who to mark who is just going to be the problem of the opponents facing Madrid.
I can't wait to watch these young ladies, the three wise men at Real, come together, play together.
Okay, now we have Lenny Yoro actually arriving Manchester United. You know, Manchester United have made that move for a defender. Their first signing this season was actually a striker, and they have made this move now for a defender. If you look at Manchester United's stats, or about Lenny, if you look at Manchester United's stats and finish in the past 2 seasons, you will discover that they actually need a central defender.
Yes, because they have been very bad, very poor from the season, previous seasons. The other season they were -0 goals. They had no goal ratio. They considered a lot of goals and they scored a lot of goals, and it was cancelled without no goals. The other season back there, they went with 15 goals deficit, having plus 15 goals. The other season they have a plus. This season that just ended is just +1.
No. This season actually, Manchester United ended on a -1. Now, if you look at it, the season before this season, they actually had an improved one.
Yeah, 15 goals. Yes.
But you could see the likes of Newcastle United scoring 34. They were at plus 34 that season. United actually ended at 15.
Yeah.
Now, the season before now, you could see that Manchester United had 0 goals difference.
Yeah.
That is, they scored and it was cancelled. 2021-2022.
That was always for them to think of going in for a replacement for Evans and
No. Johnny Evans has actually signed for Manchester United.
Yes, because of his injury.
This guy is going to be replacing either Harry Maguire or let's look at Varane. He's going to be in the central half of it.
For last season, it was always been a very bad day for Manchester United because of their injury worries, because they have like 9 of their last central backs going down to injury. Let's go with Evans, Maguire, put it in mention, but if you just keep mentioning, they were all injured. They were struggling to come in, if not for Wan-Bissaka, who came back and really played a very good role for the team. And then they really need a backup, not people who are injured. For this young lad who has Manchester United have made a move for now, he's not down due to 1 or 2 knuckles. Let's hope and cross our hands and let's see what Manchester United will do.
Okay, he is actually joining Manchester United from Lille, and if you look at the Spanish football, the French football is not as competitive as the English football. But do you see him integrating into the team and actually conquering?
I see him integrating into the team if he's not carried away. If he's not carried away of him coming to a big team.
Okay.
Lille can be matched with Manchester United. I don't think so.
No, it's not a match.
It's not a match. So if him coming into Manchester United and he's not being intimidated, I see him excelling. But if he sees himself too inferior,
okay,
if he feels very inferior, I don't think he's going to make it. But if he feels that he have come in, he has accepted this day, and he wants to play and he wants to trade his works with Manchester United and give it all out to him, to Manchester United, I wish him and I wish I would see him do all these things I said, and then I see him succeeding perfectly well.
Okay. Back to Lenny Yoro. Some people will ask, who is he? He is actually a French professional footballer who plays as a central back for Lille. He was born on 13 November in 2005, St. Maurice, France, and spent his first years in Afortville. He is of Ivorian descent through his father. At the age of 5, he started playing football at Afortville, where he stayed one season before moving with his family in the Lille area. He is actually of the Ivorian descent, and when I came across him, he reminded me of Saka, who is actually playing for England. Now it brings me to something. Why is it that most African players are playing for European countries, European nations?
We have a very bad administrators here in Africa.
Okay.
Our administrative fare of football is very poor. We lack branding, we lack welfare packages, we lack everything here. We don't think of developing ourselves, we only think about enriching our pockets.
Okay, as to what you are saying, is it in the modern day or it has been the culture of the African football?
It has been in the culture of African football. They have not thought of.
We have people like Samuel Eto'o who actually played in Europe and still played for their nations. We have people like Didier Drogba. We have people like Tijani Babangida. We have legends, JJ Okocha, Kanu Anko. They won a whole lot. People like Yaya Toure, they were so good, they came back. Now, the first time Victor Moses was actually brought to Nigeria to play for the Nigerian Super Eagles, it was like a historic moment. It was only traced that I got you from Nigeria, I took you here, and he actually came back. But these people know their parents are aware we are from Africa, but why allow them play?
That's a very good question. I wanted to call you. You were talking about what is the problem, why these players
actually
play outside. We are talking about the problem back home. We are not talking about them refusing. It's the problem back home that cultivates this lifestyle of them not thinking of coming back home. Because if we check the team of France, the Europe that just ended, it's just about France had about just 2 players that are of French origin.
Okay.
All are Africans.
Okay.
So now the administrative part of our football, the administrative part of our sports here is very bad. If we think of developing our sport perfectly well by bringing a level playing ground for everybody when it comes to the packages, the welfare packages, the contract signing, the bonuses,
and a whole lot. Treatment of injuries.
Treatment of injuries.
I remember when there was a time some African players actually complained that when we come for international duties, we get injured, we are not treated, and we are.
That's why these players fake injuries.
Okay, so that is just that for Manchester United. We wish the 19 years old a very pleasant season with Manchester United, and I will hope he should be able to save some of you from this IVP you have developed overnight. It's no longer going to be about Harry Maguire. We have a Lani Euro now joining them who will save Onana from some of the stoppages.
Yes.
Okay, now to Arsenal. Arsenal are seriously in need of a striker. Arsenal have actually come out and they are seriously in need of a striker. But if you look at the journey of Arsenal, you will discover Arsenal finished last season with 62 goals different. Same with Manchester City. Arsenal scored 91 goals and conceded 29 goals. Then they finished the 2023 season with 45 goals. They scored 88 goals and conceded 43 goals. Then they finished 2022 season with 13 goals. There is just a whole big lot of improvement in Arsenal's goal scoring. But if you look at it, Arsenal have actually scored. It's not as if without a striker, they have actually scored. You understand? They have actually scored and they have conceded. Looking at somebody scoring 88 goals and conceding 43 goals. So is Arsenal's move for a striker the right one for Arsenal now?
Yes, it's just the perfect move for them, because the team has played without a point man, but they have
played with a point man.
They have played without. For me, they have played without because there is no replacement for the young man.
Okay.
For them to look outside the box now to this is where we were lacking. Oh, let's find a replacement. You can't leave the whole bulk of, because the team now has been built around Saka. You can't leave the young man is tired.
No. The thing, Arsenal's last season's team. If you look at Arsenal's last season teams, there was something that Tata said. And if you look at their playing pattern, everybody was a goal-getter. You understand? Everybody was actually out there to score. If Saka was not scoring the goals, you would discover that Odegaard would score. You would discover that there was a Martinelli, there was a Rice.
But it was
everybody
difficult.
Was scoring.
It was difficult towards the end of the season.
It was difficult due to Gabriel Jesus' inability to play, not as a result of shifting attention to Saka.
It was difficult when Saka was injured.
Okay. Now
that was when the goal ratio dropped, and that was when Arsenal lost the league.
But Arsenal are not looking out for Saka's replacement. They are actually looking out for a point man.
Yes, because the team has been built around the young man.
Okay.
Around the young man. Now let's try to build outside him too. That's the essence of bringing his point man. Okay. Let's try to build outside him. If he's not there, that's where they lost the league to Manchester City this season.
Okay.
The season that just ended. Because it was when the young man went off due to injury, Arsenal fell down. Okay. And the elephant fell. And the elephant could not rise.
The elephant fell and the elephant could not rise, as rightly said by Thomas Shea. But if you look at Arsenal, well, it's an improved one for Arsenal. It's just an improved one for Arsenal. And then we have opposing one still in England, where we have Southgate just party with. Southgate has actually resigned from the job as a head coach of England, being able to end England's 58 years trophy draft.
Hi, I feel for England.
Okay.
I feel for them, and I feel for Southgate.
Okay.
For going to back-to-back finals without touching one. I feel for him. Though the young man have really paid his dues to the team, and the FA have really given him a playing environment.
Okay.
For him to decide on his own, they didn't sack him.
No, nobody sacked him.
Yes, the FA felt he has been doing a lot of job, a very good job for them. But for him to see that, I have not really done anything for these people, let me make a way out for another person. It will be very difficult for English FA to find a replacement, because there are coaches are lacking.
Okay, now, but to Southgate, is Southgate actually a bad coach as portrayed by some media firms? Is Southgate a bad coach?
He's not.
Because if you look at the last time England actually won a trophy, it was in 1966, and Southgate was not actually born as of that time. Southgate was born in 1970. That is, if you check, he's 53 years old, and England's trophy draft is 3 years older than Southgate. So he's not the problem of the English national team. What is the problem of the English national
for
team?
this new generation? For this new generation is just in luck.
In luck.
Because the formation Southgate played on the finals, I only faulted him at one.
I would even disagree with you to say that this generation is ill luck. Because if you look at Southgate's journey in the World Cup, where he ended up the fourth, the day he played Belgium, that was his biggest match in the competition. If you look at last Euros, where he lost, Italy on the finals, they were the biggest nation he had faced. If you look at his journey this time around, you will discover that his biggest match was Spain, and he lost it. England has been so lucky when it comes to draws. This generation of England has been so lucky compared to the days of Rooney, Gerrard, Lampard, Postecoglou. You will discover that these people's the draws were not favorable.
Yes, and that's why they have faced those challenges, because the class of Gerrard were unable to clinch any trophy. That particular class of Gerrard, Rooney, Gerrard in the back of the field, Carrick there, and then Rooney at the top point. It was just not too there for them. It wasn't Joe Hart at the goal line. It was not just a team for these guys at that moment. But now this team has been there together for almost 4 years. Just that they are not just lucky. I will keep saying it, because Southgate have really shown his class and his work. He's a manager that can be able to manage these guys.
Okay,
he's a real manager.
He's a manager, but then he has been able to get the trophy. And football, the sole aim of football actually falls back to the trophy, which Southgate has been unable to bring it to the English national team, and he has actually taken a bow himself. Now to Nigeria football, we have, it's just a breaking one that Mekaiba, former Kano Pillars coach, has actually pinned down with the Wiki Tourists. Mekeba is a very good coach, a reputable coach, a teacher, and a well-known professional who has paved his dues. He has paid his dues in the Nigerian Professional Football League, and now he's coming back to take the NNL side. This is the second time Mekeba will actually work for Wiki Tourists. Do you see him getting the promotion for Wiki Tourists?
Even the first time when he was there, he never did badly.
Okay.
It was just for one needs better offers.
Okay.
For him to go down to Wiki Tourists, I think he has he's a man full of ideas.
And at the NNL side, Mekeba will actually be managing young bloods. He will actually be managing young bloods. So I even see him doing better as compared to the Kano Pillars. You know, the job was filled of so many pressure, hitches from management, this and that. He had a whole lot of hitches as Kano Pillars. So we wish him just
everything
the best. I say a very big congratulations to the man Mekeba, who will be piloting the affairs of Wiki Tourists in Bauchi. Thomas Shea, it was indeed nice having you here on Talk Sports.
Thank you very much, Machocho. It's always nice being on Benue Television. Keep watching Benue Television on Star Time channel 134.
Okay, now to our viewer out there, those of you who have been following our social media handles, we say keep following, keep watching, and you can always share our programs out there to engage more viewers. You can also as well comment while we are in the studio, so we get to educate and learn more as well. I remain Louis Machuchu saying join us same time, same station next week.